Hi, welcome to DP Animations. So there are times that you need some cool simple animation on a logo to be played on a video wall, or for an MC or a program host to stand in front and talk. This tutorial helps with that. It's just a simple cloth animation and it can be useful in so many ways. Please kindly like, subscribe and comment. Alright, so let's start. Let me open After Effects. Let me bring some materials first. So I have these two materials here. Okay, and bring them in. So let me create a new composition. Let me name it image. 15 seconds is okay. All right, so now I have this gray fabric here, fabric design here that I'm going to use. Okay, let me scale it down. Scale, press S for scale. Let me go something like 35%. Okay, so 35% is okay. So once you have this, now let's imprint some design in first before we continue. Okay, so I have this logo here. Let me click and drag the logo in. Okay, so you see, once you drag the logo in, it's just a plain design in. You won't see anything showing that it has been imprinted into the design. Okay, so to change that, let's come to the mode, then switch it to overlay. You see that? So let's make it stronger. So just duplicate it twice to have the design in. Okay, so now let's just do a few design in there. So duplicate one again, Control D, move it to this side. Okay, scale it down. Come to Effects and Presets and type Fill, then apply it. Okay, then make it black. Okay, so I have one here. All right, let's scale it down a bit more. So let me go something like 30%. Okay, so this is okay. Just some simple designs. So duplicate it again, then move it to this side. All right, you can decide to make one a bit smaller. So let me make this one something like 20 and see. Okay, so just select the two. Let me duplicate it, then bring it down here. All right, let me just switch it and move this one this side, then this one this side. It will balance a bit. Okay, so we are just playing around. Okay, we are just arranging something here. All right, so I'm going to use this design for my cloth. Okay, now once you are done with your design and you are satisfied with it, create another composition. Let me name this one waves. Okay, and the same 15 seconds. Okay, now inserting a new solid layer. So right click in new, then insert in solid layer, black. Okay, come to Effects and Presets and type fractal noise. Here is it. Double click to apply it. Okay, now let me change the solid layer, the name of the solid layer, to fractal noise too. Fractal noise. All right, now let's come to the fractal noise attributes and do some changes here. So first, let's come to the transform. Let's uncheck the uniform scaling. Let's uncheck it. Then scale width, let's go something like 4,000. Okay, then the height, something like 500 would do. The complexity, let's go something like 3. Then the turbulence offsets, let me make it like this. Click on the stopwatch here to set an animation key. Okay, at the beginning, then move the timeline to the last seconds, which is the 15 seconds. Then change from 960 to something like 2000. Okay, then come to, let me see, evolution. Hold the Alt key, then click on the stopwatch here to bring out the expression window, which is this one. Then type time times something like 200. All right, okay, so we have something like this. Cool, let me save it first. All right, so now let's continue. So once you are done with that, let's come to the sub settings. We have sub rotation. Okay, Now sub rotation, let's just type something like minus 600, and enter. That's all. Now we are done. All right, now let's create a new solid layer, black as well. Let's name it something like caustics. Okay, come to effects and presets and type caustics. Double click to apply it onto the layer. All right, now let me change the color to black first. Then the bottom here, it says one caustics. Let me change it to none. Okay, then the water surface, let me select fractal noise. Then the source, effects, mask. Okay, now the smoothing, let me go something like 40 on the smoothing. All right, I think we are okay. So let me come to, let me see, lighten the intensity. Let me go something like 4 on the intensity. That's all. I think we are done here. Now press T to bring out the opacity, then make it something like 50%. Let me see what we have. Right, so this is okay. So now let's create another composition, which is going to be our final work. So let me name this one cloth. Okay, now bring the image, then bring the wave, come also inside. Okay, all right, so what we are going to do here is this. Let me hide this one first. Let's insert in a new solid layer, black. Okay, now let's bring the solid layer in between the wave and the image. Okay, now this solid layer, let's come to the effects and presets and type the caustics. Okay, it's here, so double click to apply it. Okay, now make the color black. Then where it says bottom, okay, let's change it to image. Okay, so that we have the actual image here. All right, then the water surface, let's change it to the wave. Then the smoothing, let me go something like 50 on the smoothing. Let's see the water depth, let me go 0 here. I think this is okay. Let me see, let me go 1 on the caustic strength here. Okay, let me come to material sharpness. Let me make it 2 so it will be a bit smoother. All right, so we have this. Okay, now once you are done with that, let's bring back the waves. Okay, so select the waves, then on mode, let's select overlay. Okay, overlay on the mode. So this is going to be our final work. All right, so with this you are done with your animation, your cloth animation. Okay, it's simple. All right, so with this you can use it as a backdrop for a program. Okay, if you see that there is too much darkness, you can go to the waves and do a bit of changes there. Okay, just tone down the darkness or the opacity a bit. All right, then you are done. Cool. All right guys, so this comes to the end of the tutorial. So see you next time.